Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to make a card that I've not planned. Yeah, so there might be a little bit of changing minds, but you might remember from my video on making my swaps for a recent team retreat that on the hand stamped Whisper White that I ended up with these 4 strips, and I did say that I would do something with those, and so that's what I'm gonna do today. So I've got a little idea in my head and we'll see how it pans out. So this is my usual size of card mat that I mat on a card, and I'm gonna be sticking this on a card base in one of these 4 colours. I haven't decided which, and my idea is that I'm gonna stick these across this mat like so ish and then put a sentiment on. Was sort of the idea I had. So I'm gonna get scrap bit of paper here because I might end up with some glue on the back there, and I'm gonna get a bit of Tombow, and I'm just going to glue these across. Always love coming up with ideas for using up scraps because we have so many of them, and especially with our DSP, it's so lovely. Why would you chuck it away if you can make something? So, and we do often end up with strips like this when we're cutting card mats. So this was my thoughts of let's create something with them. And I have got to make some thank you cards to customers, so I thought this might be nice. I got a few of the swaps left, which I thought would then I'd use those as my customer thank you gifts as well. And there's enough there to make more than one as well, but we'll just do one for now. So I'm going to give that a rub, make sure that's nicely stuck down. Check on the other side. It's nicely stuck down to that grid paper, which is why I put that spare bit down. There we go. And then I'm just going to take some long scissors, trim them off. Oh, I've cut into it. I'm just not very good at doing this. And then she demonstrated how she actually did it really well. So move these off, and I'll use that on another card. I'm going to just bring in the guillotine a minute and trim those edges to make them a bit neater, so my mat will be a little bit smaller. So I might end up going to the size of my second size mat, so I'll trim a bit off the bottom of this as well. This was what happens when you don't plan. Well, actually it happens when you do plan, doesn't it? You make mistakes. So there we go. So we've got that. So I need to mat that on a piece of cardstock. I'm going to use Grapefruit Grove, I think, so I've got shed loads of that, possibly because it's not my favourite. So we'll make this Grapefruit Grove. You could choose any ones actually. So we'll cut that down to my normal size. I've got my guillotine marked up, so it's quite like that. So then we need the card blank. Now I could do another colour, or I could do white. I think we'll just do white actually. So cut a bit of whisper white in half to make a card blank. Save that for another. I am totally doing it off the hook. I could have done that. I was going to do this for a live actually, but I decided to film it instead. What I always like to do is butt up, because it's always slightly out. So I butt it up to there, which makes it a bit better. There we go. Give that a burnish. So now that will go across there quite nicely. So now we need the sentiment, and now I did think I could just stamp directly. I do like this, thank you so very much. And I could just stamp that on there and follow that line. There's a thought. So let's just pick that up. So I need my Grapefruit Grove, which of course I didn't get out. Duh. Oh. But then this was my thought, was I might colour the stamp in these colours. So take the brush end, do it diagonally across, Grapefruit Grove, lovely lipstick, Pineapple Punch, and then Blueberry Brushel. Give it a huff and a puff. And then stamp it down. Like so. Yes, quite like that. That's quite cool. So we'll just stick those together, and that's my card. I could gut that. I'm not gonna. And then just stick that on the card base. I've managed to smudge. Oh, what an idiot. Because I've got the ink on my hand. That would have been a nice card. Oh dear. Oh. Oh well. I can do it again. Okay, so I thought I've got to do something with that. So I found in me Whisper White scrap thing, I had a stitched circle, or a square even, cut out. So I've cut a mat in Grapefruit Grove, and it does fit over there nicely, but that doesn't solve that problem. So I've got birthday backgrounds out. We've got some dots. I wanted not the same dots as that. I wanted something that didn't have masses, get a little bit crowded there. I wanted something a little bit more open. So I'm gonna do a little bit of these around the edges. Like so. So might put some Grapefruit Grove in the background as well. I'm not happy with how I've cleaned that. Let me do a bit more. It's better. And then we might do Grapefruit Grove over in that corner. And Grapefruit Grove down here. I think I might need something else. Yep. There. Might go for Grapefruit Grove down there. And maybe a bit on that side. And in that corner. And up in that corner. There. And then we'll keep Grapefruit Grove, I think. And I'm going to do a butterfly because the sentiment is too small to fit this entire space. So I'm going to put a butterfly on it. Yeah. And then we want our sentiment, which is already inked up, and I think I might just go for the one colour. Might go with it across the middle. There we go, and then I might take a bit of this, put this around the edges. And then have one butterfly up there and one down here. And I might, do I want to colour those butterflies in? Make them stand out a bit. Let's try it on the little one first. stamp off. No, don't like that. Oh, I appear to have a little bit of a hair in there. I'll get it out after. I just used the one then. I did want another. I'm going to have to stamp another one. I might stamp this one in. Lovely lipstick. We'll get there in the end. Don't know if I don't want them both in lovely lipstick. Let's stamp another one. And then we can put 3 butterflies on. Yes, cooking on gas. That'll do nicely. And then we want to put body in, but I'm gonna draw that in. We might have a Grapefruit Grove body. And then we need the bone folder to give those butterflies some life. I think I will make the more simpler version again because I quite like that. I just try really hard not to smudge it. So I will show the picture of that one on the blog post with this one, where this is how it should have been and this is how it ended up. So I think we might pop this up on dimensionals as well. So we'll stick this down. Get some dimensionals. See, you can always rescue with a butterfly. So no mistakes in crafting, just opportunities to be creative, and I've certainly been creative here. So this was going to be relatively clean and simple, and it's turned into quite a little busy number. So stick that on there. And then we go. Right, so just get a few glue dots to stick them down. Put 2 on this one. There we go, got there in the end. How cool. I'm going to make the other one quickly and then we can compare it side by side. So that was the card that I set out to make, and decorated the inside like that, and because of the smudging I ended up with that. So yeah, not bad really, from a few bits of scraps, and not bad really for having made a mistake. So hope you like that. All details will be on my blog. Should be coming up there to click on. Please like and subscribe and go and explore some more. And yeah, see you again soon.